Tonight we are putting a spotlight on ADHD. It's diagnosed in young boys more than twice as much as girls, and that means more women are being diagnosed in adulthood. Rekha Mudaraj takes a closer look at the signs.
Anxiety, self-doubt, and self-criticism.
The shoulding on myself. I should be able to do everything the same way that everybody else is.
Brittany Morris is professionally successful, but getting to this point in her life with ADHD has had its struggles.
But as an adult now, my executive function, right, those difficulties show up in like my ability to keep my house clean, my ability to remember to answer all of the emails that need answering.
Morris was diagnosed with ADHD as a child, but more and more women are being diagnosed with the disorder well into adulthood.
People still think of ADHD as a little boy's condition.
Ann Rogers runs ADDitude magazine, a resource for people dealing with this neurodivergent condition. She says the pandemic, with its uncertainty and lack of structure, exacerbated symptoms in women. But for many, a diagnosis didn't come easily.
They'll get responses from their doctors that, for example, well, you couldn't possibly have ADHD. You graduated from college. That's just, there's no correlation between IQ and ADHD. And women, especially, are very good at coming up with coping mechanisms and also masking their symptoms.
In March of 2023, Epic Research published a study showing that the number of women diagnosed with ADHD between the ages of 23 and 29 and 30 to 49 years old nearly doubled in a 2-year span. Rogers says while the diagnostics used to diagnose the condition are still evolving, there is a phenomenon called rejection-sensitive dysphoria that's often associated with women who have ADHD.
Even the perception of rejection or harsh criticism, whether it's true or not, can feel physically painful. So people describe it as, they're sick to their stomach. They feel as if they have been punched in the gut.
Rogers says not being properly diagnosed, or worse, a misdiagnosis, can have significant effects.
Patients are receiving care for depression that they don't have. The treatment's not working, and their frustration and their ability to live their lives well are, both suffer.
Which is why Morris, a postdoctoral fellow in psychology, does the work she does, using her personal experiences and struggles to help other women get a grip on theirs.
If women are finding themselves burnt out, feeling like you're drowning all the time, there are things that can help that feeling.
If you feel you may have ADHD, a psychiatrist, psychologist, neurologist, or counselor can help diagnose your condition, but your family doctor is a good place to start. I'm Rekha Mudaraj with KHOU 11 News.